Crickter.Gayle, OD, born September 21, 1979, is a Jamaican cricketer and a former captain, who plays international cricket for the West Indies. 2. Gayle captained the West Indies Test side from 2007 to 2010. Considered one of the greatest batsmen in limited overs cricket, Gayle has set and tumbled numerous records across all three formats of cricket. He is known as a hard big hitter, very often hitting sixes. In 2012 he became the first player to hit a six off the first ball of a test match. 3. He is one of only 4 players who have scored 2 triple centuries at test level: 317 against South Africa in 2005 and 333 against Sri Lanka in 2010. Gayle became the first batsman in World Cup history to score a double century when he reached 200 off 138 balls against Zimbabwe during the 2015 World Cup. He plays domestic cricket for Jamaica, and also represents the Royal Challengers Bangalore in the Indian Premier League, the Karachi Kings 5-6 in the Pakistan Super League, the Melbourne Renegades in the Big Bash League, and the Dhaka Gladiators in the Bangladesh Premier League. He has also represented Worcestershire, the Western Warriors, Sydney Thunder, Barisal Burners, Kolkata Knight Riders and Somerset in his career. He was also selected for Team Yuva Next for the inaugural Sri Lanka Premier League in 2012. 7. Early career. Gayle started his cricket career with the famous Lucas Cricket Club in Kingston, Jamaica. 8. Gayle claimed, "If it was not for Lucas, I don't know where I would be today. Maybe on the streets." 8. Lucas Cricket Club's nursery has been named in honor of Gayle. 8. International debut. Gayle played for the West Indies at youth international level prior to making his first-class debut aged 19 for Jamaica. He played his first one-day international 11 months later, and his first test match 6 months after that. Gayle, who normally opens the innings when he plays for the West Indies, is a destructive batsman who is most effective playing square of the wicket. In July 2001, Gayle 175, together with Darren Gunga 89, established the record for opening partnerships at Queen's Sports Club, Bulawayo, when they put on 214 together against Zimbabwe. 2020 cricket. On July 1, 2009, Gayle signed with the Western Australia Warriors for the Australian domestic 2020 tournament known as the Big Bash for the 2009-10 season. Gayle with the Sydney Thunder in 2011. In 2011, after being left out of the initial part of the West Indies T20 and one-day home series against Pakistan, Gayle opted to join the Royal Challengers Bangalore in the 4th edition of the Indian Premier League. 30. In his debut game against his previous team Kolkata Knight Riders in their home ground, he scored 102 off 55 balls, hitting 10 fours and 7 sixes. 31. On May 6, 2011, he scored another century, 107 off 49 balls in Bangalore against the Kings 11 Punjab, which included 10 fours and 9 sixes. 32. In the next match against Kochi Tuskers Kerala, he scored 37 runs in 1 over, which included 3 sixes, 3 fours, and a no ball that was hit for a 6. 33. Although many people cite him as having hit the over for 37, 1 run was awarded as an extra due to the no ball. On January 18, 2016, in a match with the Adelaide Strikers, Gayle set a new Big Bash League record for the fastest 50 and equalled the world record set by Indian batsman Yuvraj Singh against England in the 2007 ICC World T20. He reached 51 in just 12 deliveries, which included 7 sixes, and smashed the previous record of 18 deliveries set by Strikers batsman Tim Ludman. He was dismissed shortly after for 56 off 17 balls by Travis Head. 50. Technique and attitude. See also Player of the Match Awards. Cricket. The ball spat off the middle of his bat to all corners, turning into parabolas that the crowd was hollering for. Gayle faced more than half the balls bowled by the Warriors and produced a compressed 20-over highlights package. .59. Sharda Yugra, Cricinfo on a Gayle IPL innings. Gayle is known for his characteristic hitting, imposing physique, and timing. He attributes the latter to being very thin when young, and having a heavy bat. .60. He is known for appearing very calm as the bowler approaches. Tall and imposing at the crease, he loves to carve through the covers off either foot, and has the ability to decimate the figures of even the thriftiest of opening bowlers, recorded Wisden and Cricinfo. .61. He holds numerous records that reflect his batting style, including record 2020 strike rates and high scores. List of 2020 centuries. Playing for Royal Challengers Bangalore, he scored a 30-ball century, that became the highest individual T20 score, 175 not out. .4854. It eclipsed the previous mark set by Brendan McCullum of Kolkata Knight Riders. At the launch of the Caribbean Premier League, he was announced as the first franchise player for the league. .55. Crickter.Gayle holds the record for most centuries in 2020 cricket, 18, 11 more than his nearest rival, Brendan McCullum. In fact, he holds the record for scoring the most number of unbeaten centuries in all forms of T20s. 12 out of his 18 T20 centuries have been not out. Gayle have unique record for scoring tons in almost every T20 leagues across the world. He has scored centuries in T20 internationals for the West Indies 2 tons, IPL India 5 tons, CPL West Indies 3 tons. Before CPL there was only a domestic league T20 in West Indies, and he scored a T20 ton in that league, total 4 tons. Big Bash Australia 1 ton. BPL Bangladesh 3 tons. Ram Slam T20 South Africa 1 ton. County T20 Blast England 1 ton. Zimbabwe Domestic League 1 ton. He has scored T20 centuries in India, Bangladesh, Zimbabwe, Australia, South Africa, West Indies, and in England. He missed to hit centuries in CL T20, SLPL, PSL only. He only misses out to score T20I centuries in main nations such as Sri Lanka, Pakistan, UAE, New Zealand, etc. Crickter.Gayle was signed by Lahore Qalandars in 2016 for $200,000 to play in the Pakistan Super League. Gayle had his worst T20 league, citing back problems. He only scored 103 runs from 5 matches and was also out twice for a golden duck, the most in his T20 career. By Junaid Khan. .51. On April 18, 2017, Gayle reached the 10,000 runs milestone in T20 cricket after scoring 77 runs of 38 balls in a match against Gujarat Lions, where Royal Challengers Bangalore won by 21 runs. He was also awarded the Man of the Match, which was his first in IPL 2017. .5253. International centuries. Gayle has scored 39 international centuries, which includes 15 tests, 22 ODIs, and 2 T20I centuries. He is the first cricketer to score centuries in all formats of the game. See also List of international cricket centuries by Crickter.Gayle. Records. First batsman to score a century in each of international cricket's 3 formats of the game. First batsman to score a T20I century as well as a T20 World Cup century. He's also the only batsman to score 2 T20 World Cup tons. In fact, he holds the record for being the only batsman to score a T20I century in a losing cause as well as to score a T20I century in a winning cause. He too holds the record for being the only batsman to score a T20I century when batting first as well as when batting second. .79. first international player to carry his bat through the entire innings in T20 International .80. He is also the only player to carry his bat in both Tests and T20IS. First player to hit a 6 off the first ball in the history of Test cricket. 3. First player of West Indies to hit a double century in ODIs as well as in World Cup history. First batsman to score 10,000 T20 runs in career. 81-82. He was only the 5th player in ODI history and second from West Indies to score an ODI 100 in his 100th ODI. 83. Only player in world cricket to hit a triple 100 in Tests, a double 100 in ODIs and a 100 in T20 internationals. 84. He also holds a joint record along with Yuvraj Singh for hitting the fastest T20 half-century in 12 balls. 85. In World Cup 2015, he hit the fastest double century against Zimbabwe. Therefore he holds the record for the fastest double century in ODI history as well as in World Cup history off 138 balls 86. Gayle also holds the record for highest individual score in T20 which is 175 off just 66 balls against Pun Warriors India. Also holds the record for the highest individual score as an opener in T20 cricket. 87-88. Holds the record for the most number of sixes in T20I 10,089. Leading runs scorer in all forms of T20s 10,074 runs as of April 18, 201,790. Leading runs scorer in ICC Champions Trophy history 791 runs 91. Most runs in a single ICC Champions Trophy series 474 runs 92. Gayle certainly has the unique record for scoring centuries in ICC U19 World Cup, ICC World 2020, ICC Cricket World Cup and in ICC Champions Trophy. Holds the record for the most runs scored by a player in any forms of T20 in a losing cause 151 and the only batsman to score 150 in a T20 innings in a losing cause. 93. He along with Marlon Samuels holds the record for the highest ever ODI run stand for any wicket 372 runs for second wicket and also it is the highest ever run stand in for any wicket in World Cup. History 94959697. He along with Devon Smith set the record for the highest opening stand in ICC World T20 history 14,598. First player to hit all 6 balls in an over for 4 in Test cricket. On September 16, 2017, Gayle became the first ever player to hit 100 T20I sixes.